Hi, this is Cindy from Part-Time Permies, and today I'll give you a little update on some projects we've had going on around the house. Last weekend we were kind of in a bit of a rush to get this fence up. So this fence had come down after Jello passed away, because we needed to replace parts of it anyway, and with some other projects we need to reorient things a little bit because we now have a door to our basement in the ground for our commercial kitchen. This gate was here before. We had taken most of this fencing down because Jello had pulled on it, jumped up on it and basically pulled it apart a little bit. But Mike wanted to be able to get a car back here to that new door, which I'll show you in a moment. So we put this big cattle gate in. We put fencing on it to keep chicks from jumping in. It's not going to be used extremely often, so we have a post underneath, just a couple things to block the gap underneath to keep chicks out. This is all the same as what it has been. And we just did a quick job the first time, quick job the second time. So we didn't video it because, you know, we didn't do the specialized corner posts or pulled anything super tight, but have all of this, and then we get around to this side and we have a new gate over here and our door to the basement here, so he can pull his truck in here and unload it straight to the basement instead of driving across our front yard over this way. It's a little better to drive across the back here. But we ran into a little challenge when we were putting this post in the ground. In fact, before we put that post in the ground, Mike had put this post in and used some cement, cemented it in because that's the hinge post for this gate. But we're about to put this one in, and he was wearing leather gloves and had rubber boots on. He grabbed the gate and the post just to see where it would be going and got shocked. Not horribly, but decent, more than a poultry net would shock you. So what we figured is that there is somewhere underground here a wire that comes off the house and goes to the pole barn, to providing electricity to the pole barn. And he figured he must have hit it when he put this post in the ground. So we turned off the electricity to the pole barn, double checked the gate, it was no longer hot. We did not need to electrify this fence that way. So, but we needed to get down. Now this post is cemented in. So my father-in-law, who's here visiting, hello, who's here visiting and working on that new door, and Mike had to dig out the this hole over here and try to see what was going on down there and fix it. So that's about, is it almost 3 feet down?
Yeah.
That's pretty far down. Okay, so what did you guys have to do?
Well, Michael put a fence post in, not knowing that there was a wire crossing through here, and the fence post went down about 3 feet. And he clipped a power wire, a 240 volt wire that goes to the barn, and so we had to dig it out and repair the damage. And so that's what this hole is about, and the red down there in the bottom is where we patched the cable and put on some liquid tape to try to seal it up good and keep moisture from getting in the future, and we'll fill the hole back in.
So he didn't cut the wire, he just clipped it.
He just clipped one of the hot wires. There's two, it's 240 volt, one wire is, two wires have got power on them, and he nicked one of them and knocked the covering off and found out because he touched the pole and got a shock.
Yeah. That's not the best way to find that out.
And we were lucky to find a cable without having to dig all around.
And that it wasn't completely severed.
Yes. Yeah, if it had been severed, it would have been a lot harder to fix.
Yeah. So that fix is done. All of this is mainly because, you know, putting up this fence and everything, partially because you guys were coming to visit, but also partially because we're keeping one of the dogs.
That's right. You're going to get a new dog.
So basically, we want to keep all this fence in so the dog doesn't get to the chickens and doesn't run off. But I don't think she will. She hasn't shown interest in the chickens yet either.
No, but the chickens might get in.
The chickens might get in. We got to work on filling gaps around gates, but we're actually getting close to being able to let the chickens free range a little bit if needed.
She does have a hunting dog background, so.
It is a Great Dane. They are boar hounds and bear hounds, so hunting big game.
Yeah.
Yep. And we'll do a little introduction of the dog next. Puddin', or pudding, southern style. Puddin'. Yeah, you're doing a good job, Puddin'. She's a little nervous because her mama's not with us. And she's trying to get back to the house now. She was lagging behind me on the way out on the paths. Now she's trying to pull me back. Yeah, wait for me, girl. But she's doing good. She's nervous. She's very shy. A little concerned whenever she's not around her mama. But she's being good. And she's gorgeous brindle Dane. So this is our new dog. She's 2 years old. Completely housebroken, but not much training other than that. And sweet as anything. Just a little bit of a mama's girl. So it'll be a bit of a transition to come from her mama's house, which has her plus 2 other Danes and 2 other dogs, and to our house, which is a lot quieter. But slow down, girl. She was a little bit in the bottom of the totem pole because she's definitely not one to push in. She's one to hang back. So it'll take a little bit of training to get her trust of us. She's working on it. She's definitely a lot more secure when she's with her mom. Hey, Puddin', come on. Come here. Come here. I know we're headed back, but... Hey, Puddin'. Puddin'. Look. There we go. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. I know you want to head back, but I want you to slow down. Good girl. Okay, so that's our newest addition to the homestead. Puddin' the Dane. And I think we're going to run.